Here's the 5 things that I look for when buying a new cycling jersey and the main differences between cheap and more expensive products. First up is fit. When I first got into cycling, I felt more comfortable opting for more relaxed fit jerseys. But not only is a tighter fitting jersey a bunch of free speed, I do now also find them comfier and more practical on longer rides. Fit is always going to be personal, but for me, something that fits snug across the shoulders, arms and waist, and has a bit of a crop on the front so that it doesn't get bunched up when riding is what I'm looking for. Jumping up to the £100–150 mark can feel like a lot for a jersey, but from my experience at this price point, the fit is a lot better and it will last a long time if you buy from the right brands. And speaking of longevity, let's talk about materials. Apart from fit, the biggest difference from a £30 jersey to a £100 jersey is materials. This Chroma jersey from UC, for example, has a really nice woven fabric that makes it quite tough, considering it weighs about 2 grams, as well as it being super breathable. And I found that most of the cheaper jerseys don't give you that level of breathability, and you end up feeling clammy on warmer days. And I have jerseys that look as fresh as the day that I bought them, even after thousands of kilometers, and I think a big part of that is to do with the materials. The other thing that makes a jersey look fresher for longer is the amount of applied decals. Big logos will stretch and potentially peel over time, so I tend to opt for jerseys with smaller logos that won't age as quickly. The fourth thing that I look for is a rear zip pocket. A small rear pocket for a key or an SD card is a big win for me. And finally, let's talk color. When I get a new jersey, I want to make sure that it's going to be able to match a few of my existing bibs, again, so that I can get the most out of it. My experience is that some of the more quality brands have actually done a lot of this hard work for you, making jersey and bib colors that are intended to go together. Universal Colors is my go-to example for this, and I've got a bunch of their bibs and jerseys, and all of the combos are 10 out of 10. It makes me look like a color combo legend, and as a sucker for design, I quite like that. Anyway, I'm keen to open a chat up in the comments. There's a few things I just didn't have time for, and I'd love to hear about your experience with jerseys.